Hello, and welcome to the McTaggart Attack podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart, and this is my podcast. My podcast is basically me giving my opinions on whatever comes to mind. I can be happy, or angry, or sad, or... Basically, most of the time, it's what's pissing me off. But this is the weekly episode of What's Pissing You Off for August 28th, 2019, where I rant about stuff for you on your behalf. Now, how do I know that you're mad about it or pissed off about it? Well, you have to tell me. There's a few ways that you can tell me. Usually, I'll post something on my personal Facebook page asking people, tell me what's pissing you off, and I may rant about it in a future episode. I've even done it for... I'll post it on my Facebook page for the McTaggart Attack podcast that you can find on Facebook. And, yeah. You can also find me on Twitter sometimes. I'll be able to... I'll post that on Twitter asking for suggestions. Or you can just give me suggestions however you want. I have an email address. McTaggartAttack@gmail.com. Lots of ways to contact me. I have to say, I'm looking out the window right now and I'm watching a college student move a couch that's on top of a tray. But the tray is like a foot long and the futon in the couch is like much larger than that. And it's a miracle that she's making it down the road. She's out of sight now, but I'm going to assume that she made it. Anyway, let's get to this week's episode. Usually, what happens is I have 5 that I rant about, and that, of course, is the case again this week. I said today is August 28th, 2019, right? I did that? Good. Well, let's get to what the rants are this week. The first one comes from good friend and professional wrestler Pierre the Beast Vachon. He's also a wedding DJ. And a bunch of other things. He's mad about why isn't Battle Cat in the WWE Hall of Fame. And dear God, that is a question. That is a damn good question, Pierre. Why the fuck isn't Battle Cat in the WWE Hall of Fame? I don't fucking understand why Battle Cat isn't in the WWE Hall of Fame. But let's look up Battle Cat's statistics. Should have done this before. Let's just do this, alright? Why the fuck isn't Battle Cat Brady Boone? Was Battle Cat? Really? Brady Boone was Battle Cat? That's amazing. That's right. Battle Cat needs to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Why the fuck isn't Battle Cat in the WWE? When you think of best jobbers in WWE/F history, one of those jobbers has to be Battle Cat. I mean, honestly, why the fuck isn't it Battle Cat? You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that Battle Cat isn't in the WWE Hall of Fame. That's right. He was Brady Boone. He returned to the WWF on May 4th, 1990 on a house show and a loss to Paul Diamond. He wrestled in numerous house shows and television matches between May and August. At a house show on September 3rd, 1990, Peters debuted as Battle Cat, a character who donned a cat mask and utilized his gymnastic background to emphasize his cat-like agility. He pinned the Brooklyn Brawler. Seriously. Who can say that they pinned the goddamn Brooklyn... 6 days later, Battle Cat won the televised debut match over Bob Bradley. He won matches. On the September 19th Wrestling Challenge, Battle Cat remained undefeated on house shows and defeated Paul Diamond on the October 30th episode of Wrestling Challenge. Before he was released from the WWF, Bob Bradley replaced Baby Boone in the Battle Cat character. Oh, he replaced him. That's too bad. I mean, was he Battle Cat any other time? I mean, what the fuck? That's too bad. And then, yeah, I guess Battle Cat just kind of petered out, I suppose. That's too bad. But seriously, what a great career for Battle Cat. Why the fuck isn't he in the WWE Hall of Fame? If you have Coco Beware in the WWE Hall of Fame, why the fuck isn't Battle Cat in the WWE goddamn Hall of Fame? It's fucking ridiculous. Hope that was good enough for you, Pierre. And if you didn't like it, I can try it again. I'm sorry. I was researching it as I went along, and I don't know if it was good enough for you. But if it isn't, just let me know, and I'll try again. Let's see. The next one is from Sean Keating. And this is one that I can also relate to. It's drivers who don't give space to runners, pedestrians, or slow down. This is annoying. As a runner myself, that is one of the things that I get scared about when I'm running down the road. First of all, I learned that it's run against traffic, run or walk against, ride or drive with traffic. So you run against traffic. So it's like I see cars coming, and, you know, a lot of times they move out of the way. And a lot of times I get a little offended because they move to like the other lane away from me, which is fine, but I feel like they move way too far away from me. I mean, I'm not fat. I'm not morbidly obese by any means. Why the fuck do they have to move so goddamn far away? Just a couple yards, just a couple feet. Like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 feet. That's all. Just sway into. Yeah, just move a little bit. You don't have to move the entire fucking lane's worth to protect me. But it is annoying because there are some people who don't do that. Who don't respect the space of the runner. Who don't try to share the road, for God's sakes. And they just go on their merry way, speeding along. And that's the thing, they go really fucking fast too, because why not? They're in a car. That's one of my big fears is when I go running somewhere, will there be space for me on the road? I don't want to die running. You know? Maybe at like a heart attack or something, that would be fine. But I don't want to die getting hit by a car. That sounds painful. And I don't want to have to go through that shit. So if you're driving and you see a runner, give them ample space. Don't move all the way over. But like, give them a couple feet around them, you know? Just don't try to like scare the shit out of them. Because there are those assholes that try to do that. Who like try to, you know, I feel like that they're trying to like joke with the runner. But no, we're focused on running. And I don't need you trying to mess with me. Thanks for the suggestion, Sean. Let's see. The next one is from huge fan of the McTaggart Attack podcast, Shelby McDonald. She's mad about people who sit in their cars. I don't know if this is a Maine thing or what. She lives in Maine. But as a runner, it freaks me out to be at the park And there are all these randos, random people, just sitting in their cars. Who the hell are they waiting for? Creepy. Now, before I side with Shelby in this, I sit in my car in a parking lot to record my podcast usually. Especially this one, because I get pretty angry and I don't want to be yelling in the house, because then my parents would, probably barge in and ask me what the hell I'm doing, and it would ruin the recording process. But I do get it. I'm just creeped out most of the time, to be honest, especially in a parking lot, especially in a desolate parking lot. And you see people just sitting in their cars. A lot of times they're just reading, but a lot of times they're just sitting in their cars. Even if they are reading, I'm thinking, are they pretending to read? Or are they just waiting for some common citizen to kidnap and kill or something like that? It's fucking creepy. This is how serial killers hunt down their prey, probably. It's just like waiting for innocent, alone people walking to their cars, and then they attack them. Look, I've seen enough Saw movies to know that this happens. And it does creep me out. Why do they have to sit in their cars all the time and read? Why can't they just get out and walk around and enjoy nature? Unless, of course, you're recording a podcast like I do. But it's just... You're right, that is annoying. What the fuck are they doing in there? In that car? Why are they in that car for that long? Don't they realize that they're just annoying, that they're just scaring everyone else? Don't they care that they're just scaring everybody else that's in the parking lot? That they see these people just sitting in a car? Like, they probably see me, like, screaming into my phone in my car and think that I'm really fucking creepy and... Oh. Right. Alright, well, let's move on to the next one. The next one is from Daryl Caver, and it's another one about drivers. Seriously, people, I'm going to take this time to say, enough with the driving takes. I'm sick and tired of ranting about driving on what's pissing you off. Maybe I should change it to what's driving you crazy. See what I did there? Yeah. Anyway, Daryl Caver is mad about drivers who see their fellow driver is speeding and still pull out in front of them. I had to ask about this because I thought it was weird. Like, when you're... I think it... What was it? That is... I think I understand what he's trying to say here, and I'll put it in my perspective. Like, I hate when I have my cruise control on and I'm going down the road, down the highway, and a car comes up in the left lane, passes me, gets into my lane, the right lane, and then proceeds to slow down, thus causing me to turn off my goddamn cruise control. I'm just speeding along, and this motherfucker jumps in front of me to slow me the fuck down. I don't need that. Look, I have places to go usually. I have a speed that I want to stay at. The last thing that I want to do on the highway is turn off my cruise control. Unless I'm reached my destination. But I don't want to turn off my cruise control just because some idiot has pulled in front of me and they've decided to drive slower. Don't they have any goddamn common decency about my, cruise control? Don't they give a shit about me? Huh? What? Have some goddamn compassion for your fellow drivers. You people who go from the left lane. You even pass me. You speed up to pass me. And then you cut in front of me and then slow down. Get your head removed from your ass. Alright, I think we have one more to do It's from Samantha O'Day. People being pissed off about my children acting like children inside of a children's bookstore. If you don't like kids, don't go into a children's bookstore. That's a good point. Listen, I had a podcast episode the other day about children in a restaurant. Crying babies, okay? But if you're an adult with no children and you go into a children's bookstore, one thing you're going to have to do is tolerate all of the children in the children's bookstore. Why? Because it's a children's bookstore. Children are going to be in there and they're going to act like children. Alright? They're not going to act like adults because they're not adults yet. They're children. And if you're going to be annoyed at how children are acting in a children's bookstore, you should not be in a children's bookstore. Unless you're buying a gift for a child, which is perfectly acceptable. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing in a children's bookstore to begin with? It's ridiculous. Well, thank you, Samantha. And thank you to everybody else who contributed this week to What's Pissing You Off Wednesday for August 28th, 2019. Like I said, thank you, Samantha, Daryl, Shelby, Pierre, and Sean Keating. That's right. Thank you, Samantha, Daryl, Shelby, Sean, and Pierre for all of your contributions today for What's Pissing You Off Wednesday. I hope you all enjoyed What's Pissing You Off Wednesday for today, August 28th, 2019. Sorry, I'm battling a cold, so I might not have been able to get as angry as I could have, but my voice is a little raspy, but you're just going to have to fucking deal with it. And if it's pissing you off, let me know, and I'll rant about it in a future episode of What's Pissing You Off Wednesday. Happy What's Pissing You Off Wednesday, everybody.